Gloria Victis. This is a game that I played a long time ago, and I actually started to make a series off of this game, but unfortunately for me, my guild at the time decided to switch nations and thought it would be really cool to leave me in the mud with the Midlanders. I didn't want to switch. I kinda liked the Midlanders. I was having a lot of fun. For those who don't know what Gloria Victis is, then let me tell you. It claims to be a realistic MMORPG set in a world of endless war between three factions: the Midlanders, the Sangmar, and the Izmir. Basically, knights versus Roman/Greeks versus Vikings. The whole goal of the game is to help your nation succeed in a territory war through means of open field fighting and castle sieges. You can do a lot in this game. Even though it's centred on PvP, there's a lot of PvE content that you can enjoy by yourself or with a group. Each nation has its own island, which you'll probably use a lot of the time if you play by yourself. These islands are essentially safe zones which allow you to gather, craft, and participate in open events like stopping bandits from robbing caravans or killing a troublesome hippo. So why am I making a video about this game? Well, the devs reached out to me and told me that on February 7th they plan to move the game to version 1.0, aka full release and out of early access. Now, I used to be part of the Gloria Victis community and I played this game religiously beside my guild for a very long time. However, I shelved the game and my focus was kinda shifted to other projects, but I kinda still kept my eye on the game through the newsletter, which I still receive today. So here I am today talking about 1.0 and what we can expect from it, and the game itself for prospective new players who are going to be trying out this game, hopefully. So the factions are actually kinda interesting. You can play as the Midlanders, the Sangmar, or the Izmir. It's totally up to yourself. If you intend on playing with your friends in this game, make sure you all choose the same faction, because it'd be kinda silly if you didn't do that. Now, if you want to change your mind on your faction, like maybe you don't like the armour, maybe you don't like the weapons, maybe you don't like the look of the starting area, it can be any reason whatsoever. You can change your nations from the character selection screen, so long as none of your characters are at level 90. If you do reach level 90 or over, you can still change nations, but it'll come at a cost through the nation change scroll found in the game's inbuilt store. So the video running in the background here is actually a demonstration of how fast you can go from level 1 to 50. It only took me about 2 hours to go through everything. Now I was rushing through everything here, but if you want to take your time, read all the prompts and kind of look at everything in your surroundings, it will take you about 3 to 3.5 hours. I know this because I recorded it twice, rushing through versus taking my time. Basically, you don't have to no-life this to see any sort of achievement. After you reach your initial level 50 in the safe zone, you'll find yourself transported to the main PvP island. Now, you can choose to go here. You can stay in the safe zone all you want and craft and explore to your heart's content. However, if you want to reach level 100, you're gonna have to go to the main island. And this is where you find the remaining 50 levels to reach 100. There are a lot of world events that come up on this island, and they provide both really good experience and sometimes really nice rewards in the form of either items, money, or even both. World events pop up all the time, and they can be quick events, like the Death Valley event, or they can be long, drawn-out events that can be actually interrupted by rival nations. This is probably the best way to achieve level 100 outside of directly fighting and killing players. If you want to fight players, you can, but understand that you're going to need to practice really hard to beat them, because this game's been out for quite a while and there's a lot of well-seasoned PvP players in this game. So this is a thing that really bothers a lot of new players when they get introduced to Gloria Victis. Looting can be heartbreaking, especially if you lose an item that you've always wanted to try using against other players, only for it to be ripped away from you in an instant. It's sad, I get it and I understand it, but Gloria Victis has this cool looting system that makes it a little less painful. In this game, there are designated zones, which are set as loot zones and non-loot zones. This means if you're in a non-loot zone and a rival nation shows up and kills you, well, that's all they can really do. However, if you're in a loot zone and the same thing happens, you'll get looted. However, fear not, because Gloria Victis handles looting in a very interesting way. There's no full loot. This is how looting works in a loot zone. Only one person can loot a body. The person looting has a short timer and limited loot points to work with. Each item on the looted player's body has a number associated with it, and each time those items get taken, the number associated with them is subtracted from the looter's loot points. Only one piece can be looted at a time. Looters' looting action can actually be halted or stopped by friendlies attacking them. So hopefully that inspires you to get out into the PvP island and continue crafting, gathering and fighting. It sucks losing in the game, but if you're in the non-loot zone, you really aren't losing anything. Don't worry about dying in this game. It happens all the time, and the way that I see it is to take every death as a learning experience. Either you overextended too far in a fight and you walked into enemy players waiting for you, or you simply have the wrong weapon out to fight a foe that has a particular armour set on. It's all learning, it's all fun. That's the way to take it. So for 1.0 they'll be adding new servers called New Beginning servers. Don't worry if you've already started on the legacy servers, they will not be wiped. Characters and inventories will remain as they are on those legacy servers. The reason they want to add new servers is to both expand their player base but also give new players a more level fielded server to play on, as everyone who starts on a New Beginning server will begin from level 1. One thing to note about the New Beginning servers though and the legacy servers is that they share some database details, such as character names, guild names, alliance names, unlocked skins and heraldry symbols, ambers. Basically, you can't have a character on the New Beginning server that shares the same name as an existing character on the legacy servers. Same goes for guild names and alliance names. Skins, symbols and ambers are all attached to your main account, so you'll always have them regardless of which server that you use. Now, I've already got in contact with my old guild and we'll be playing on the New Beginning servers for sure, mainly the EU servers, so if you spot me on there, wave and say hello if you're the same faction as me, or if you're a rival nation, wave and then maybe ask for a fight. I'll be playing the game a lot until version 1.0 is released. Until then you can find me on the European server, puttering about in my Midlander castles and villages. Expect a little series on the game where I go from level 1 with my guild to hopefully level 100 in a matter of weeks. I'll include a lot of the fights that I win and lose, as well as the fun moments that I'll get to experience again. Thank you ever so much for watching this video today. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like and drop a comment below. Will you be returning for the Gloria Victis 1.0 release? I sure will be, and my guild buddies are itching to get some work in, and definitely to get some fights in. I hope you look forward to the mini-series bound with the 1.0 update, and I hope you all have a lovely day. As always, from one stinky Midlander to you, I've been Mr. Feudal. I'll see you all another time.